Globalization. The word globalization varies to people, depending on their own understanding and opinion to its topic. Globalization defines a set of processes that interconnect and interact between cultural, social, economic, technological, and institutional that share among societies and individuals all over the world, according to Stephen. Globalization in culture is a process that people share their culture with one another, growing and accepting with different cultures throughout the years of constant changing of era and period, ever since human beings are capable to move away their places. Globalization in society is a process that links itself to the subject of culture as both of them are seen together. A society, human beings are connected with each other as a group or a community in which they share ideas and learnings together. Globalization and economy brings out trade and commerce to which are common to a country, be it developed or underdeveloped country, as to which ideas they have are also borrowed and shared their culture, society, and even technology itself. Relationship with society and culture brought out more potential consumer in the market. Foreign goods or local goods, whether influenced by the other or original. Globalization and technology, as it was linked to economy that without the help of them, of such advances, inventions and creations were limited, not flourished as much without them but still part of the process. Technology has a relationship with the internet. As it seemed, without it, the economy will not slowly develop as well, with its factors of globalization, processes that are still doubt as to why it was defined as a process. In cultural sense, globalization was not named as such when people from prehistoric times traveled places to places. Whether by land or by water, the people who were nomads and gypsies traveled a lot and gained knowledge by other people in that area as well. The movement of people from place to place and called now as migration kept that knowledge in their minds and using them along with their own competency as such. Movement does not stick with migration but ranges to language and culture as well, trading and bartering away from past knowledge to present knowledge that was passed down. Geography and globalization as a process with a place flourished over the course of centuries because of the movement of the people. A process in which the kept on changing and moving forward with people's knowledge and learning. Partner up with culture, society always follows suit and interchangeable learning in most cases. With growing globalization around the world with technological advances as a medium of communication around the world. Groups have been made into the internet as what we call them as social communities or internet communities or cyber ghettos. Internet friend groups that segregate themselves based on their interests and hobbies, to which these users or accounts interact with each other. We do not see face to face, yet we communicate with the usage of internet. Thus, globalization was not processed ever since the first time we communicate with another human being and usage of online communication. Countless of trading amongst countries, alliances, and interconnectedness with the economy had helped impact in economics, one should know. The economy of one's country that had ties or alliances with countries and nations benefits in globalization no one could ever imagine. Advances in technology in the industrial period with countries such as England, France, and Germany competing with each other with goods to bring out to the consumer, a process that requires a lifetime to slowly emerge throughout the centuries. The economic boom amongst those countries was with the help of the movement of people who are migrating or even sharing ideas to one another. As stated by Levy 2013, With the effect of globalization affecting the economic development get developed with the global awareness of the people, with different culture all over the world, ranging to food, clothing, and many more, the selection was valid, unique, wide to choose from with the help of interconnectedness of the people with another countries. A positive effect for economic development. The world is progressing constantly. Since the economy is actually tied to culture and society, the subject matter was basically rolled itself through the process of being used over time without noticing. We did use them alongside with technology. In general terms, process defined as a series of actions to carry out particular achievement, as such globalization as well. Globalization process takes longer times to carry out actions and scenarios, whether it is an advantage or disadvantage to all living things. There is no such thing that it has happened as snap the finger. It should be flowed through a process through which we unconsciously played and acted ourselves out. The factors are interconnected with each a link to which it serves themselves, a chain to which if something happens, the other will react as well. A process that we can consciously turn off and on ourselves if turn ourselves to it. Nevertheless, if we turn the process off, then chancing the flow will stop and find another way to flow. Globalization is like a stream of water from a single large basin, to which it extends itself with other places to go. Overall, no matter what we do, globalization is beneficial to the world that we follow with steps that we made and make ahead of us. A process to which we will work through ourselves to a brighter future